Good morning, students. Today I am going to continue chapter number 7, Civilizing the Native, Educating the Nation from History. And today's topics are: number 1 is what happened to the local schools. Number 2 is the report of William Adam. And number 3 is new routines, new rules. All right, peace. Okay, so my dear students, as I told you in my previous explanation that Britishers wanted to educate the Indians because according to the Britishers, Indians were not civilized, and if we want to rule all over the India, then it is very necessary to educate them, because if they will educated and civilize, and if we will give them many informations and knowledge related to their culture, especially related to Hinduism and related to the Muslim culture, then they will be follower of us. Okay, so in this series, Britishers had started to check out the education system of India, and also they wanted to give them moral education. Okay, on the other hand, some Christian missionaries wanted to educate Indians, or wanted to give moral education with the help of Christian education. Okay, and Christian education is very important if we want to improve the moral character of the people. Okay, but in 1813 the East India Company was opposed to missionary activities in India, because they were feared that missionary activities would change the mind among the local people of India, because they had doubt that if we will give them Christian education and Christian knowledge, may be possible they will be misguided, and they were started to neglected the ideology of the Britishers. That's why Britishers had followed the midway to educate the Indians, and finally till the 1857 and over the 19th century, many missionary schools were set up all over India to give them different education related to different topics and subject, and also to give Christian education. Okay, after that, your topic number 1 is what happened to the local schools. So students, as I told you that Britishers started to check out the system of education in all over the India, and so students, I think you also want to know about the education system of India during the time of British rule and before the British rule, and if there were schools, then what happened to these schools under British rule. Okay, so on the basis of next 5 headings, we will try to understand that how Britishers changed totally the education system of India. Okay, so your topic number 2 is the report of William Adam. So students, whatever I told you that was related to the moral education and also education related to other subject, but now what I am going to tell you, that is related to the report of Adam, and this is very interesting. So students, finally William Adam asked by the company to report on the progress of education in vernacular schools. And students, here the meaning of vernacular is the language or dialect spoken by the ordinary people in a particular country or region related to the schools of India. Okay? So finally, in the 1830s, William Adam, who was a Scottish missionary to the district of Bengal and Bihar to report the progress of education in vernacular schools. Okay, so students, Adam found that there were over 1 lakh pathshalas in Bengal and Bihar, and these were very small institutions with only 20 students each. But the total number of children being taught in these pathshala was over 20 lakh children, and these institutions or schools were set up by wealthy people of India or the group of local community. Okay, and that time in Indian schools or pathshalas, the system was education very flexible because there were no fixed fee and there were no printed books and also no any separate school buildings. There were no benches or chairs for the sitting of children in the pathshalas, and there were no blackboards, and there were no system of separate classes, no roll or roll numbers, or no any register for attendance. There were no any annual examination, no regular timetable, because in some places classes were held under a banyan tree, and in other places sometime classes taken by the teachers or guru in the corner of a village or near the shop or under the temple or sometime at the home of guru or teachers. And students, there were no system of fixed fee, as I told you. So fee dependent on the income of parents, and sometime rich had to pay more than the poor children, and teaching was totally oral, and guru decided what to teach in according to with the needs of the particular students. It means what type of subjects and topics students wanted to learn. So according to the wishes of children, guru or teacher teach them. Okay? But all of them sat together in one place, and guru or teacher interacted separately with groups of children with different levels of learning. And students, as I told you above that, Adam discovered that the learning system of India in the Pathshalas were very flexible, and also this system was suited to the local needs or local people, because classes were not held during the time of harvesting, because rural children often work in the agriculture field with the parents. And the Pathshalas started once again when the crops had been cut and stored. So students, finally overall we can say that even children of peasants or poor or agriculture families could study in Pathshala that time. Okay? After that, your next topic is new routines, new rules. So students, in this topic we will study that till the mid-19th century, British company was interested only with higher education. That's why company allowed to the local Pathshala to function according to the gurus whatever they wanted to teach the children. But students, finally after 1854, the East India Company decided to improve the learning system of vernacular school or vernacular education, because they felt that it is very important to introduce order within the education system and imposing new routines and establishing some rules and regulation, and also regular inspections in local Pathshalas of India also. Okay? But students, one question will arise here, that how was this to be done, and what type of measures and steps taken by the company to improve the learning pattern or education system of Indian Pathshalas. So students, finally the British company started to appoint a number of government pundits for the looking of education system in the Indian Pathshalas, and every government pundits charge for looking 4 to 5 schools. And also it is the responsibility of government pundits set by the company that to visit the Pathshalas and try to improve the standard of teaching and learning pattern. And also each gurus of every Pathshalas were asked to submit periodic reports and the condition of classes according to the regular timetable. And also books or textbooks were provided by the government, and now teaching was based on textbook, and learning was to be tested through a system of annual examination every year. And also students were warned and asked to pay a regular fee, and for the attending regular classes, and they had to sit on fixed seat and also obey the new rules and discipline whatever introduced by the Britishers in all the Indian Pathshalas. Okay? And as you know very well that everywhere Britishers wanted to set up their system. That's why those Pathshalas of India which followed the new rules and regulation whatever maintained by the Britishers in the different Pathshalas of India, supported by the British government. But those who were unwilling to work according to the British education system, so they received no any government support. Okay? And those Pathshalas of India who were not following the new rules and regulation whatever maintained by the British government were unable to compete with those Pathshalas who were supported through government grants. Alright? And on the other hand, the new rules and routines affected the children from poor peasants' families, and negatively as new system demanded regular attendance even during harvest time. So students' inability to attend school came to be seen as indiscipline, as evidence of the lack of desire to learn. Okay? And students, as I told you in my above lines, that according to the new system, 100% attendance was compulsory for all the students. That's why those students of the Pathshalas who were poor and anyhow they had to work with their family during the harvesting type of crops, they were unable to attend the class, and this create a indiscipline in Pathshala according to the British rules and regulation. That's why this new education system affect the life of many children, especially poor. Alright? So students, on the basis of above example, now you can understand very clearly that everywhere Britishers wanted to set up their own ideology, and as in every case of Britishers, you can see that their system followed by only some people, and many of them were against the new education system in India, whatever introduced by the Britishers. Alright students, so listen my lecture very carefully, and anywhere you have any doubt, then consult to me. Alright, thank you and have a nice day.